On Tuesday, February 10th, 2026, Eastern Time, the three major U.S. stock indices traded mixed. The Dow Jones Industrial Average edged up to a new closing record high, while the Nasdaq Composite Index and the S&P 500 Index pulled back slightly. Market sentiment remained cautious as investors awaited key economic data. At the close on February 10th, Eastern Time, the Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 52.27 points, or 0.10%, to 5,188.14. The Nasdaq Composite Index fell 136.20 points, or 0.59%, to 23,002.47, and the S&P 500 Index dropped 23,101 points, or 0.33%, to 6,941.81. Trading activity remained stable, with wait-and-see capital sentiment rising as investors awaited clear guidance from employment and inflation data. Sectors were mixed. The precious metals sector extended its strong performance, driven by geopolitical safe haven demand and a weaker US dollar. The tech sector saw divergence, with most semiconductor and AI-related stocks correcting lower, which was the main drag on the Nasdaq. Energy stocks fluctuated slightly, in line with international oil prices, cyclical stocks traded steadily, and Chinese concept stocks moved sideways overall, with a steady pace of capital allocation. On the macro front, Federal Reserve officials have adopted a cautious tone in recent remarks, emphasizing the need for more economic data to confirm the pace of inflation cooling. Market expectations for interest rate cuts remain rational. Geopolitical uncertainties in the Middle East persist, continuing to boost safe haven sentiment in the market. Commodity markets traded mixed. Gold and silver prices held at high levels, while crude oil prices fluctuated slightly, creating a divergence between equity and commodity markets. Looking ahead, the market is focused on the upcoming U.S. January employment and CPI data, which will directly affect the Federal Reserve's subsequent policy path. Before the data release, U.S. stocks are likely to maintain a range-bound consolidation pattern. Investors may focus on the safe haven allocation value of the precious metals sector and structural opportunities in tech stocks after their pullback. Operationally, it is advisable to maintain light positions and adopt a wait-and-see approach, with dynamic adjustments to portfolio structures once the data becomes clear.